and she ain't messing with no other man. And me and her have something different. I really need all you to understand that nobody's coming close. This is a guitar lesson for Ed Sheeran's new song, Cross Me. If he keeps releasing songs like this, I'll definitely be doing more guitar lessons. So if you want to keep up to date for future lessons that could feature Ed Sheeran, just hit the button below. First of all, I'll begin by just sharing what the 3 different chords in the whole song are. It only features 3 different ones. So we have E major, we have an F sharp bar chord, and we have a G sharp minor bar chord. Now, if you're unfamiliar with bar chords, there'll be an open chord version later on in the lesson. Just check the description below for the time tag. The open chord one is a bit easier. So, that's our E major. And then we had our F sharp there, which is just your E major bar chord on the 2nd fret. And of course, chord descriptions will be in the description below as well. Then we have G sharp minor, which is your E minor bar chord shape on the 4th fret of E. And then we go back to F sharp. So the chord progression will go as follows. It goes 1, 2, 3, dun 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 2, 3, 4. Nobody's coming close. It's 4 beats on each chord. So first step will be to get familiar with moving between those. A little tip I have is if you play the E major shape at the bottom with these 3 fingers, what that does is that makes it easier to slide, to go from here up to here, rather than this, than trying to get everything on. So those are the chords. Now let's get into the rhythm, because I have to say that's what makes it cool. I was a while writing this out. You'll see the rhythm pop up on screen in a moment. But first of all, let me explain that there are 2 rhythms in this song. I'm breaking it down. I'm going to do one that's the one that's in the song. And sorry, I could have phrased that better. The other one is an easier version. So here's the easier version. It goes like this. It goes 3, 4. Right, now, here's the other one I'll teach as well. You can hear that a lot more of that boom, dum, dum, that sort of dance beat. So what I'll do to begin is I'll teach the easier version. So I'll pop that one up on screen now, and you'll see it goes as follows. The arrows are super important. So it goes 1 and 2 and I'll do that one more time. It goes 1 and 2 and That's pretty straightforward. Now in the next part you see it goes 3 E and 4. And actually we'll name that A as well. So it goes 3 E and 4. All together that rhythm goes 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4. You're going to play that for every chord. So you play it on your E, 1 and 2 and 3. Your F sharp. And that would be the whole song. And this is one of those songs, like some of his other ones, that have the same chord going around, same chords going around in a loop again and again. It's the production and the singing that might lead you to believe there are different chords going on. Now let's get into the next one. So before we get into the next one, actually, if you have any questions on this lesson, please post a comment below. I'll be happy to answer. I love chatting with people in the comments. So we get, for the next one, this is the real deal. It goes, before you begin, you'll notice there's an X written, and that X signifies that you mute the strings. So we'll talk about that in a moment. So we go 1 and 2. Now on that 2, what I did there was I flattened my E shape like this. I just let my hand relax. So you get that. If you hear this going on, you're leaning a bit too hard on the string. So just relax your hand and you get that. So we get this, we get 1 and 2. And another thing I've noticed in lessons is be sure that you hit that 2 as hard as you hit your other strums. Sometimes this can happen. 1 and sometimes students mightn't take that one that seriously. But if you look at the whole rhythm line, it's on the 2 and the 4, which are the backbeats. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. What I did there was I added on the other part we had already and I put in the 4th beat as well. So the next thing is as follows. After the 2, you'll count 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. Okay, again the arrows are super duper important. So it goes 2, I feel So again from the 2 it goes 2 E and 3 E and Note on the 3 and the I'm still moving my hand for those. So I go from the beginning 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and And Joe will do on the last and I will actually mute those two. And but they're a lot lighter. So the rhythm I'll play it slowly. And if you've never done one of these rhythms before, they're worth the time and investment in learning. They definitely make it worth it. So it goes like this. 1 E. And by the way, note the way my hand keeps moving even on those parts of the rhythm. I'm not playing the strings. So watch it move the whole time. It goes 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and So that's what I get. Now I'll do that once more slow, then I'll begin to speed it up. Because sometimes with these rhythms, you may think, that doesn't sound anything like the song. And sure enough, that doesn't. But when we speed it up, you'll see. So it goes 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and And that mute is a lot easier in the bar chords because when you do the mute, you don't need to deaden your hand too much. See the way I can cut it off from there? So I just release the pressure. Those are the chords of the whole song and it's the rhythm as well. Now, I go down here and get my capo and then I'll just say it's capo 4th fret, C chord, D chord, E major, or E minor. So it goes 3, 4, nobody's coming. Alright, that's about it. If you have any questions on anything in this lesson, post a comment below. I'll be happy to answer. Catch you soon. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date for more Sheeran lessons that'll be going up in time as well. Catch you soon.